In the last hour, US President Barack Obama has addressed the people of Vietnam during his first official visit there. In his speech, he noted the two countries' troubled past, but chose to mainly focus on the future. For the first time ever, Hanoi is allowing US Peace Corps work inside the country. New educational programs will be developed, as well as stronger cooperation between armed forces.
Conflicts seem intractable, seem as if they will never end. We have shown that hearts can change and that a different future is possible when we refuse to be prisoners of the past.
Well, as Barack Obama moves to strengthen ties with Vietnam, some are concerned about Hanoi's human rights record. Prime Minister Hun Sen is a former Khmer Rouge commander and has been in power since 1985. He's known to rule with an iron fist. Now, according to Human Rights Watch, Vietnamese security forces enjoy impunity for carrying out acts like murder and torture. The government often stops protesting and restricts freedom of speech. Press freedom is also a problem. Any journalist who criticises a public figure can be charged with defamation and fined up to $25,000. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now by Benjamin Zawacki. He's a Southeast Asian political analyst and joins us from Bangkok. Benjamin, thank you very much for your time. How do you assess the human rights situation in Vietnam right now, then?
Well, it isn't good, and the real story is not that it's become significantly worse over the years, but because it has not markedly improved in the past decade or decade and a half. And unfortunately, in Obama's speech, he sacrificed a number of opportunities to leverage human rights concerns and chose not to. It's clear that Vietnam wants to be a part of the president's signature multilateral trade deal called the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And Obama could have said, in exchange for your membership, we need an improvement in human rights protection. And it's also clear that Vietnam is increasingly nervous about Chinese movement in the South China Sea. But again, Obama chooses to lift the arms embargo to give Vietnam what it wants, rather than to condition the lifting of that embargo on greater human rights protection. And so really, over the years, we've seen human rights not improving in Vietnam, and Obama twice now sacrificing points of leverage he could have used to see that improvement.
So Benjamin, why? That's the question. Why is Washington keen to improve relations with Vietnam if it has these concerns?
Well, Obama is concerned about the Trans-Pacific Partnership as well. It is his signature trade deal. He wants to have that deal signed and delivered before he leaves the presidency, or at least be able to take the lion's share of the credit should it come after he leaves. And he needs as many people, or as many countries rather, on board with that partnership as possible. And therefore he has chosen to look past human rights concerns to ensure for domestic purposes, his own domestic purposes of his legacy, that Pacific Partnership is signed with as many partners as possible.
So how could Obama have put more pressure on Hanoi to make the changes, bearing in mind the current sort of geopolitical situation? And do you see or foresee the situation improving anytime soon?
No, the situation in the South China Sea is only going to get worse, and Obama sees that rightly. And it is then within Vietnam's purview to want that arms embargo to be lifted so that it's better able to protect itself against potential Chinese aggression. But again, knowing that Vietnam has that fear, and it's a fear shared by the United States, it would have been a perfect opportunity for Obama to say, we get an improvement in your human rights protection and your human rights practices. And in exchange for that, we lift the embargo because we both know things here are going to get worse. Instead, Obama essentially panicked, gave Vietnam everything it was looking for, and got nothing in return, hanging human rights out to dry, as it were.
Okay, Benjamin, thank you very much for your thoughts and for your time.